So it's been a full 2 weeks on Android 10 for my Axon 10 Pro, and truthfully, no big difference, man. The phone was already fast, and it already performed well. It did good overall, man, and I don't have anything that I can say about this phone that's bad at this point. The LTE is strong, the phone is strong, the cameras are strong, the battery life has improved just a hair. My battery life was already good, but with Android 10, I think I see a little bit more improvement. Just not, it's there. I maybe got another 15 to 30 minutes more on top of the battery life I was already getting, but I was already getting fantastic battery on this thing, so it's really hard to measure. But I can tell you that if you didn't grab this phone, it was $469. I believe it's still $469 right now at the recording of this video. It's January 31st, 2020. And if you don't know what this phone is, you've definitely been living under a rock. This is the Axon 10 Pro from ZTE. 6.47 inch, or basically a 6.5 inch display. It is an AMOLED display for sure. And it is absolutely beautiful. You've got 1080p by 2340. You've got a 48 megapixel camera on the back. You got this camera setup right here with the 3 cameras on there, and it's nothing to shake a leg at, man. This phone is really good. And some phones out there they just don't get the recognition that they could possibly get because it's overshadowed by other devices out there just because of a name brand. But for $469, folks, this has a Snapdragon 855, 4,000 milliamp hour battery, beautiful front and rear cameras. I mean, what else could you ask for? Big battery inside, stereo speakers. I mean, you've got everything under the sun in here. You've got wireless charging, you've got an IP rating, you've got everything. I mean, what else can I ask for? And coming in under $500, Dolby Atmos and everything, coming in under $500. This is probably one of the sweetest deals on the internet. And I often have that conversation with some people sometimes online. I'm like, well, why didn't you buy it? You know, and some of the reasonings behind them, it's like, oh, I don't know if they're going to update. I'm like, well, no, they're following through on this device. It's getting updated. It has the latest update. Well, you know, just what happened to them in the past. I'm like, man, you got to let that go. We're getting watched 24/7 in everything we do. Everything that has a camera on it, it could be accessed remotely. So if you don't think so, something's wrong. This right here is one of the smartest purchases. And remember, I recommended this over the 7 Pro. And now that the price is going down, I could easily recommend it over my 7T. I mean, I like my OnePlus 7T, but this feels better in the hand. It's more narrow. It's just lightweight. It's got good cameras. It definitely has better cameras than the OnePlus. But that's kind of always been OnePlus's downside, is their cameras. But this phone right here is blazing fast, man. It is just a fast phone, and it just needs that one good commercial and it'll take off. I mean, how could this phone be getting overlooked? And it seems like every time I make a video on this, I always probably sound a little upset at ZTE, like the main corporation, is because they have such a jewel on their hand. You know, they have a jewel in their hand. If Google can sell this phone right here, and I have it in my case, but if you haven't seen that video on this, definitely check it out, Poetic in the House. If Google can sell this phone right here for $900 and it offers less, I mean, shout out to Team Pixel, but let's be honest here. Let's just keep it 100. If Google could sell this phone for almost double the price, and this one, and it offers less than this one, ZTE should be able to dig deep into that PR pocket and get a commercial out there. This phone is just, I mean, a Pixel, I'm definitely Team Pixel, let's not front. But when it comes to value, there's just a whole bunch of things about this phone that's actually hot, man. And then you've got Samsung creeping up on them with the A51, and the A71 is about to drop. I will have videos on those, so you know, be on the lookout. But you got phones like this that cost even less than this, but you know, they're in different price brackets. I mean, and they're in different performance leagues, if you will. But ultimately, everybody's coming for that king, for that crown and I'm still waiting for the recognition. Even if this phone never gets recognized as one of the hottest phones on the market, for those that have it, you know the jewel that you have. And so, you know, ZTE, it seems like I'm beating this horse up, and the horse has a broken neck, a broken leg, and the hip is broken too. But until they listen to me and do the right marketing, this phone won't go anywhere. And I just think for $479, son, this is incredible. I told you I would give you an update on this. And, you know, this is just a discussion. I think I've shown you nearly everything on this phone. What's going wrong with the phone? Nothing. There's nothing going wrong with this phone. I haven't had any breakdowns, no nothing. Do you see how fast this thing flows through the menu? There's no breakdowns on this at all. I mean, my dislikes are still the same, which is why, you know, I don't normally wear cases around the house too much, but, you know, this is such a beautiful phone right here. But it's a fingerprint. I can touch it, you know, and there it is. It's done, which is why I keep it in that case. It's got an in-screen fingerprint reader, facial recognition. Let me see if I can get the facial recognition from behind the camera. Dang, that was quick, wasn't it? That's fast. But, you know, other than, you know, it being a fingerprint magnet and very few accessories, like there's like almost no accessories for this phone. But that doesn't mean anything. They gave you one in the box. There's cases out there you can get on Amazon. There's some, and ZTE now even sells one. But I would love to wear this phone without a case and still have that nice premium look, but unfortunately, it's not happening. This phone is gonna look dirty and look really bad, and there are no skins for it either. Like I got a skin for this. Sophie Guard didn't make a skin for this phone, and you know I guess for good reason. It's not selling very well, I'm sure, and you know they're not gonna invest in their time with it if it's not gonna sell very well. So ZTE. I don't know how many times I can say it. Shout out to the two or three people. It's about 5 people that I rock with behind closed doors with ZTE, and I'm not gonna put them on blast and say their names, but they really have taken care of this channel and several other channels and a huge community. You know who you are. Mad respect. Keep grinding, because I think one day they're gonna listen to you, and then we'll see the killer devices out there. Because look, I use this device every day. I mean, this has a SIM card in it. This is the Blade 10, another fantastic phone that, you know, where's the PR? Where's the PR? I gotta change my wallpaper on there. But I mean, it's a shame, but it is what it is. I really, really enjoy the Blade 10. I make tons of phone calls on here. I mean, I'm just phone calls out the yin yang with this thing, man. But anyway, the Blade 10 is another hot one, and that was on sale for like 100 and something at one point. It's the highest on that is 179. So either one of these phones right here is fire. In particular, the ZTE the Axon 10 Pro is the one. $469, you cannot beat it, man.